Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea Tranquility. It's Wednesday. It's new album review today. Today we've got the 14th studio album. 14. In some cases, maybe there should be more. But let's remember this band did have a longish period of inactivity. I'm talking about the Doobie Brothers. Liberté. So of course you see the three, I guess you can call them classic members on the front there, right? Of course, we got Tom Johnston on lead vocals and guitars. You've got Patrick Simmons, lead vocals and guitars. You got John McPhee, lead vocals and guitars. Well, he sings one track, mostly guitars and instrumentation. Also on the album, but I guess they're basically just pushing this as those three guys. There are other members of the band. You got Billy Payne on keyboards. He's been a member of the touring band for quite some time. You got John Cowan on backing vocals, Victor Indrizi on drums on all tracks, Bob Glaub, bass on a couple tracks, Jeff Babco also plays some keyboards on the album, Bradley Guiraud plays some drum programming, Lucy Woodward backing vocals on a track, and Dan Keene string arrangements on a track. In addition to, and we've kind of seen this in on some recent albums by some notable classic bands where they bring in an outside producer who almost becomes like the de facto new member of the band. So we've got John Shanks, who's produced the album. I think co-wrote almost every song on the album. He plays guitars and bass and keyboards and drum programming and backing vocals. I mean, he is like really involved. It's kind of like the Kansas and the Styx situation all over again, where you kind of bring in an outside guy to produce the album and starts helping out with the songwriting. Before you know it, also playing lots of instruments. Next thing you know, on the road with them. We'll see if that happens. But John, who's worked with a ton of other bands and artist. His presence is felt in a big way on this album. So let's take a look at Liberté. Not much to it. It's kind of like this little digipack type of thing. There's the three amigos on the front. Okay, wouldn't be a Doobie Brothers album without them. You know, most people probably wondering, well, is Michael McDonald involved in this, or was he involved in this? Because I know he was going to tour with them. Either in recent memory or right before COVID. I don't remember exactly what the timeline was. Most people were thinking that he would probably help out and contribute to the album. No, he's not on this album at all. But, not a big deal. Some people like Michael McDonald and the Doobie Brothers. Some people don't. So this is without him. But it still sounds like a Doobie Brothers album. It is kind of mellow. I would have liked this to be a little more rockin', but it does in spots. And most of the tracks, like I said, John Shanks basically co-writes every song on here with either Patrick Simmons or Tom Johnston, or I believe there's one album by Mr. McPhee, if I remember correctly, or maybe not. Maybe it's all Tom and Patrick. Yeah, okay, it is all Tom and Patrick songs. And if you know the history of the Doobie Brothers, those two guys have different styles of writing. They also, when they sing, they have very different vocal styles. So you can always tell which is a Tom tune and which is a Patrick tune. All right, but then of course you've got John, who is co-writing all these songs. So there is a similar flavor going throughout most of the album. It starts off with "Oh Mexico," which is a Tom song, co-written by John. I will not continue to say co-written by John because he does co-write the whole album. Oh Mexico is good, vibrant, fun, easygoing, sing-along Doobie Brothers, right? It's not overly rocking, it's not too mellow, great chorus, just a fun, this is like you're on vacation at a restaurant or a resort, drinking on the patio, nice cold drink, having a little bite to eat, maybe you're out in Mexico, oh, Mexico, it's just a good, vibrant, melodic pop rock song, right? In standard Doobie Brothers fashion. I like it. It's fun. Then you got "Better Days," which is a Pat Simmons song. Nice tune. I will say, not only on this song, but on a couple of the other Patrick Simmons songs that he writes here or co-writes with John. If you like the last couple of Bruce Springsteen songs, there is a very similar feel to a lot of the Pat Simmons songs on this album. They're good, kind of almost like, heartlandish American rock songs. All right, whatever that means. I don't really know what it means. I just know that when I listen to these songs, I think more recent Bruce Springsteen, which I don't mind, right? I don't mind the more recent Springsteen stuff. Very similar. Lots of acoustic guitar layers, a little bit of electric, some little bits of organ and keyboards, whatnot, but just the way that Pat is singing reminds me of some of Springsteen's more recent output. Better Days, pretty good song. Don't You Mess With Me, probably the hardest rockin' song on the album. It's not overly heavy or anything like that, but a good track. Tom Johnston, of course, sings and writes this one. Good gritty guitar riffs on there. Just overall good, fun Doobie Brothers song. Could totally see this coming into the live set. Then you got another Pat song, which again reminds me a lot of Springsteen, but it's a really great song. It's called Cannonball. Very kind of moody, atmospheric, melodic, emotional song. Really interesting lyrics. Great chorus and verse. I like this song. Again, it's kind of mellow, but it's one of the better mellow tracks on the album. Then you get another Pat song, Wherever We Go. Decent, nice hook, kind of mellow, not bad. None of the Pat songs are really rocking on here, which I was a little disappointed in. But then you got The American Dream. I guess if you like the more recent Lynyrd Skynyrd studio albums, kind of southern rocky sounding, again, not really that raucous, but a good chorus. Good, got like slide guitars and good lead guitar work on there. Good track. Then you got Shine Your Light, another Tom Johnston song. That's pretty good. Another good, memorable kind of pop rocker, just good light rock Doobie Brothers style. I like that. Good chorus on that. It's memorable. Then another Pat song, We Are More Than Love. That's really mellow, kind of like emotional. Not a big fan of that. Then you got another of one of my favorite songs on the album. It's another Tom Johnston song called Easy. That's really good. That's another one that you can totally see concert goers getting into. Great chorus. It's really memorable. Up-tempo, kind of rocking. I like that a lot. Then you got another Tom song called You Just Can't Do This Alone. That's okay. Not one of my favorite Tom Johnston songs on the album, but it's okay. And then you got Patrick Simmons with Good Thing. That's okay too. And then finishing it all off with a Tom Johnston, John Shanks song called Amen Old Friend, more of an acoustic track. It's nice, kind of mellow, really takes the album out on a really mellow note. So there you have the album. Overall, I like it. It's not a great album. I think when you look at the last couple of Doobie Brothers studio albums, none of them have been really standout releases, but they're solid. There's some good stuff on here. There's some kind of mediocre tracks on here. I would say if I had to rate this, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5 because the tracks that I like, I do like. Nothing on here is awful. It's just a little on the mellow side. I would have liked a little, kind of like I'd said with the recent Yes album. It's like I was kind of hoping for a little more energy because you go see these guys live and man, they're still as energetic as always. They put on a great rockin' show. And then like the last couple studio albums they've cranked out, it's just like, man, it's lacking a little something. But I like enough of this to give this a thumbs up for sure. Like I said, Oh Mexico, Don't You Mess With Me, Cannonball, The American Dream, Easy. Yeah, We Are More Than Love is kind of decent, right? Half of the album, there's 12 tracks. 6 out of the 12 are really good. A couple others are pretty decent. There's 1 or 2 I don't really like all that much. But overall, a good listen. If you're a fan of the Doobie Brothers, you're going to want to check it out. I mean, I think, like I said, there's definitely a couple songs on here that are quite good that I hope they sneak into their live set because I think they could really catch on with, the Doobie Brother fans who go out and see them live every time they come around on tour. But some good catchy stuff on here. Wish it was a little more rockin', but I'll take what I can get from them. Liberté from the Doobie Brothers, their 14th studio album. Check it out. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're on YouTube all the damn time. Stay tuned. We got more stuff coming up for you today. More new album reviews. Going to try and get to as many as I can because there's a lot of good ones that I want to get to. If not this week, they'll carry over into next week or the week after that. So thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. We also have the links below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch site, so you can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility swag. We are having a special sale. Buy a couple, get like 20% off type of deal. So go please click on that link below and head on over and take a look, see what we got, see what you might want to be getting, because the holidays are coming up, so you might want to get some Sea of Tranquility gear for your loved ones, your friends. So check that out. And also please visit seaoftranquility.org, our webzine that is celebrating 20 years on the internet this year. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete Pardo. We'll see you real soon here on the channel. Take care. Bye-bye.